What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig. I hope you guys had a fabulous Christmas. Hope everybody got what they wanted and got to enjoy some time with your family and friends. So let's get into it. When will Bitcoin's exact bottom be? Well, I'm going to show you, according to my charts, if it does play out, where the bottom will be approximately, and pretty much almost exact time within a month or two. So we're going to take a look at that at the end of the video. First, we'll go into the smaller time frames. Definitely stick around for the whole video. It's going to interest you. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post daily updates. Tomorrow's video will be going over, all the charts like we normally do, traditionals, DXY, gold, silver, all that stuff. But today we're just going to focus on Bitcoin because the markets aren't open. Anyways, let's get into it. Make sure you guys take it a second out, smash that thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and share the video if you would. So taking a look at the 4 hour, right? We're still in this channel going sideways. We broke out of our rising channel here. As you guys know, if you've been watching, our target for that's around 15.8. Still believe we'll get down to this level. Maybe quick, maybe we get a pump up. So if we do get a pump up today, which is possible, remember guys, short the rips. We are in a bear market, but if we do get a rip up to this 0.65, the golden pocket zone, which would retest the top of this channel, which is possible because we had a touch at the top, touch at the bottom, touch at the top, touch at the bottom. If we did, I would be expecting that to get rejected around 17.5, 17.6. But there is a very good chance we just drop from here out. And that would get us down to approximately 1650 would be the measured move from the drop out of this smaller rising channel, right? Maybe get a bounce back up into this range before coming down, but 15.8 is still what I'm looking for. If we break this 15.2, 15.3 range, as you guys know, that would break us out of this channel. And you guys know we have our 14.5 target to 14.8, somewhere in that range. That is the weekly target, right? Off our weekly chart. Right now we're looking at the 4 hour. But if we don't get a bounce from this area to come back up to retest here, I believe we come back down all the way to around 12.5. That would be the measured move simply of this falling channel right here, slightly falling channel. But that would get us down to this range, 12.5, 12.6 range. We still have plenty of room in the RSI for more downside. Let's see if we see any divergence in the 4 hour. We're going to zoom in here. And we do. If we draw a trend line from this high to this high, I'll thicken that up so you can see it. And we'll take one from this high to the same high. We got higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the... lower highs in the price action, higher highs in the RSI, hidden bearish divergence, continuation of the trend. Trend is down. Looks like we're going to have definitely more downside. But like I said, be careful. This is the weekend. We could get a spike up. Approximately, maybe even get a spike up to the 17,084 range, which would be our 0.32 fib off of measuring from this high to this low right here, right? But otherwise we break down here, guys. If we break below that 16.8 again, we're most likely headed down to that first target of 16.45 and then 15.8. Taking a look at the daily, as you guys know, we got rejected off our daily trend line last week right here. We're also going to take a look at the weekly trend line. But if you look here in the EMAs on the daily, we are getting rejected below all the EMAs as of right now. If we close below this 16,830 range, today's daily, that'll be a rejection of the 8 EMA. Not to say we can't get another wick up before coming down, but this is all still remaining pretty bearish here, guys. Daily targets, you guys know. I know a lot of people are talking about the falling wedge, blah, blah, blah. Well, we were watching this descending triangle. The measured move of that descending triangle, if we put it from the widest point of the triangle down to the bottom, is about 8,000. As you guys know, I think we're going to see a false bottom somewhere in between 75 and 8,500. I'm still looking at that. I think there's some great opportunity in this, guys. So if you are thinking it's negative because I'm saying Bitcoin's going down, I've been saying that since December 2nd, 2021. We'll take a look at that chart too. But people were calling that negative. All you did is missed out on a great opportunity to either take profits or make profits by shorting, right? the ultimate bottom I see is around 35 to 4,500. I still see that, and I'll show you why, and I'll show you what would invalidate it, right? So this is what I drew in as what I think it'll look like, right? And it's pretty much looking like that. Once we break this 14.9 range, the next target is, we'll probably bounce around this range between 14.9 and 8,500, maybe for a few months. But I do think once we get to the 75 to 8,500, I do think that'll be in February, maybe even as late as March, get a rally all the way back up to this 14 to 1,500 range or 15,000 range, back down for an ultimate bottom coming in the middle or end of 2023. Now, I think this rally will probably last sometime into May. We'll take a look at more exact time frames here in a minute when I bring up the other charts. Before I do, if you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT, by far my favorite exchange. I don't trade against you. You can trade crypto, Forex, gold, silver, oil, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, S&P, all from one exchange without having multiple screens you have to bring up. You can trade it all from one exchange and have multiple trades in all at the same time and don't clump them all together like the scammy exchanges. You can use my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. The link's down below. I also have a tutorial on my YouTube page. You can look at the Prime XBT tutorials on there. I think I have 2 of them, the latest one being the better one. Definitely check them out. I'll also leave a link to it up top at the end of this video. But looking at the monthly, same thing, guys. Monthly RSI has been and remains bearish. I had talked about, everybody's talking about on the weekly, this looks like a bullish divergence here, or hidden bullish divergence, right? But if you look at it on the monthly, there's no divergence there whatsoever. We still have a lot further down we can go on the monthly. Guys, I don't think the 4-year halving cycle is going to make a new all-time high every 4 years. Will it affect the price movement every 4 years? Probably. A lot of 4-year cycles do. I won't mention it because for some reason YouTube don't like you saying certain words, but a lot of things are on a 4-year cycle, right? So will we get some upside for the next 4-year cycle? Of course, most likely we will. And I'm going to take a look at that in the charts coming up to see where that might lead to, why I think that, and what areas to watch for invalidation, right? So my charts have been valid. People say they're not done yet. You can't say they're valid until they're invalidated. And I have invalidation points. If them invalidation points hit, then I change my view. But if they don't hit, there's no reason to change my view because it has been playing out perfectly so far, right? So let's take a look at them. This is the chart I made on December 2nd, 2021. I put a video up right when you open my page. That video is showing, so you can see that I was talking about it back then, trying to warn people of how bear markets work, right? I explained you get dumps, you get rallies up. This one being the biggest rally, right? Get rallies up, get everyone bullish again, so they continue to leave their money in, and then each little bounce, people get bullish again and think it was the bottom, think it was the bottom, think it was the bottom. Just like people are calling the bottom now. I don't think the bottom's in. I've explained this many times. What will invalidate this chart? Well, it's kind of far away, right? If we start opening and closing above this weekly RSI before this, see this trend line here? Right here. If we start opening and closing weeklies above this before hitting these lows, then possibly the bottom's in here. But even if we were to get a big bounce here and break out of this weekly, I still think we come back down and make a lower low because we're going to get a false bottom in this bubble pop pattern, right? That's just how they work. I've pulled up many. It's not just this one. And no, you can't compare Amazon to Bitcoin. I don't care what it is. It could be a pet rock. It could be Legos. It could be trading cards. When bubbles pop, they all look the same. I don't care what it is. Bitcoin's no different. It's a market, right? It is a market, period. Oh, there's only 21 million. That can be split into billions, right? Because of decimals, right? So give up that argument for a minute. A lot of people are stuck in that mindset. And they're stuck in every 4 years, it's always going to be the same. No, it's not going to always be the same. It's just no chart in history has ever looked the same and just keep doing the same thing over and over and never go, have a real bear market. Well, I believe we're in the first real bear market. That's why I believe we're going to go down to these levels. It could go lower than this. I'm not saying this will be the bottom price. I'm saying the timing is what I'm looking for the bottom, right? So if it does play out like this, and I'll show you in the next chart. Let's do that real quick. So in the next chart, as you can see, here's the invalidation point. If we break past this 55 EMA before making these lows, then I'll be, then this chart will get invalidated. We'll start doing it. But I think we hit these lows first. And this is the possible timing. The next one I'll give you, in the next chart, I'll give you more exact timing, right? But let's take a look at this. So middle or end of 2023 between 35 and 4,500. This is my 10-year plan, unless invalidated. So I think that'll be our bottom, and then we'll get a run up into the middle or end of 2025, which will match with the 4-year cycle, right? But I don't think we're going to make new all-time highs. I'm thinking we're going to be somewhere just like this was here, maybe between 35 and 45,000. And then we have another bear market into middle or end of 2028, 14 to 20,000, let's say, right? We'll get more exact on this if it does start to play out, and we'll watch it from then. Now, again, guys, this is not financial advice, but I'm showing you what I'm doing, my view of the markets, and why, right? I'm saying why. I'm not just saying, I think because Bitcoin is, getting adopted really fast. I think the price should be here, or talking about the crap coins, which I think most of them are going to disappear. Most of them will disappear. I'm pretty sure of, in my opinion. But they're saying, I think such and such should hit this number by this. All coins do nothing but trade. That's all they do right now. They're traded. That's it. They all do the same thing. They're traded. The more people they can get to buy it, the higher the price goes up. What does that sound like to you? You figure it out. But literally, that's all they do right now. In this blockchain gaming, it looks like the same free apps you can get on your phone. They do nothing special, and they look like they were made by 12-year-old developers. I mean, most of these blockchain games look like garbage, guys. I've seen better apps made by 15-year-olds, right, on the regular internet. I don't know. My rant's over. Let's get into the targeting, right? So as you can see, this is Amazon weekly overlaid on Bitcoin, and you'll see the tops and bottoms hit almost identical, guys. So if this was to happen, right, this was our bump up here, our next low be down here somewhere in the maybe 10 to 12,000 range. That could be that bounce area. Get a little rally here. Coming down, our false bottom would get us somewhere on here. If it was to play out the same, would be between 5 and 6,000. Again, I'm looking for 75 to 8,500, although it could go lower. That would be the false bottom approximately here. Sometime in February or March, right? Get a big rally up into April. It may stay up here April to June, all in this level. Make a range in here, possibly getting up as high as 10 to 15,000, right? And then getting down to our ultimate lows right here, right? That would be sometime in between September and October of 2023 is when I think we see our actual true bottom. Again, unless we break that 55 EMA. But let's take a look at what bottoms look like when they're formed. Do bottoms look like this and bounce straight up? No. You can see this bottom right here. Look how long this took to form, right? It was about a year and a half of sideways action. If we even bottomed here, we would be in this level for a long time, but I think we got lower to go. As you can see here, this made an inverse head and shoulders. That's usually how a macro bottom works, right? Not like this. This looks nothing like a macro bottom yet. But I think we'll see the same thing, inverse head and shoulders at the end. But guys, there's tons of money to be made. Just because it's not going to 100,000 in 2 years, tons of money to be made. There's plenty of moves in here. Look at all these moves over here, right? Lots and lots of money to be made. It's not negative. This is big time positivity. If you look at it right, you got time to learn to trade. You can go on Prime and actually join the trading contest sections for totally free. Learn how to use the trading platform without any risk, and you can actually win tradable money by doing that. Again, my link's down below. I'll leave the video up top. Check these videos out. The Prime XBT one will show you kind of how to use the app a little bit. But anyways, guys, I got to get going. I hope you had a great Christmas. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you smash those likes, leave your comments, and I'm out, guys. Take